Hi Libra, this is Kacee with your May Love Matters reading. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to all the new viewers. Shae and I are so happy to have you with us. She'll have a video that's going to pop up at the end of this one for your sign, so please check for that. So the first two cards I'm going to pull for you guys will be your energy and the energy you're working with for the month. This reading might resonate with you in regards to personal or a family situation, a work situation, romantic, or relationship with spirit. So as we come in, your energy is coming in as attachment, and their energy is coming in as all tied up. That's very intense, low vibrational energies. Attachment is usually in regards to being attached to something that is either unhealthy, being codependent in a relationship. It may have to do with other addictions in regards to drugs, alcohol, smoking, whatever, gambling, whatever it is. This is something that has to be released. If this is a thought process where you're attached to that same negative thinking all the time, that can resonate here as well. So that has to be released. Healed, released, so that doesn't come and bother you every day. You have to flip the switch and start thinking positive things about yourself and tell yourself 3 wonderful things in the mirror every single morning. And trust me, it works. It really does. A lot of us have been in situations that they're very upset with themselves and their surroundings and their circumstances, and you just kind of stay in that negative energy. But once you start talking better to yourself and seeing the beauty in everyday life, it helps. Now, we're all tied up in the other energy. So this is where someone can't make a decision. They're tied up in what I'm believing is something that is like an addiction or something. Again, codependency, a thought process that goes through their head. It was like you guys are feeling the same thing at the same time. If this is about your relationship with self and spirit, it's like you're getting a double whammy. So I'm going to pull some major arcana here, because this energy is very a low energy, and when we're in that energy, we need to remember that we have free will and we are able to change our circumstances. We are able to change our future. Sometimes we have to start with changing the way we think, and sometimes it's easier said than done. I do agree with you. I know a lot of you are shaking your head right now because I've been there, but things can change. You can manifest out of what you're dealing with. Now we have death, which is the transformation, and we have the lovers. There's real love and connection here, but because the two of you are battling your own situations, it looks as though that you have run the course of patience with each other. Things have to change. There has to be a transformation for you to get back on the same page, and I don't want to be corny, but kind of like fall in love with each other. Find out why you were together in the first place. Get back to the beginning, because there's been so much baggage that has been piling up on both sides that you both feel trapped. You both feel attached, maybe financially, emotionally to each other, but there's something that is pulling you guys away. And if you notice she's looking away, you're not having conversation, nothing is changing, but there's true love there. Now this may have to do with a romantic situation, but it can also be family where there's just so much going on all the time that it pulls you apart. You're not on the same page, you're not on the same path. Libra, we're going to pull some cards here to see what messages we get in regards to challenges or just guidance in general. Okay, now we have emotional withdrawal, so we're not really surprised about that because we just said you guys are pulling away from each other. But you need to use your time wisely, guys. You need to go within and figure out what the problem is, what your problem is, what their problem is, how you're going to fix it. Are you going to walk away from it? Are you done? Are you willing to move on now? Using your intuition and your guidance from spirit You know, you got to pray on it, because some of these relationships that we're in are fated for us so that we learn a lesson. And some of them are for longer periods of time. You know, and some are just real brief. So, I mean, this can be like a friendship that's breaking up because you guys have outgrown each other. It could, wow, Libra, sacrifice. She's an amazing card. I really like this one because you see the rocky water at her waist, and then you see the rainbow coming in with her prayed hands, and that's where she's releasing the negativity and she's giving it to God. And she's going to sacrifice control. But in the other aspect, she's gaining something. You know, the rainbow comes from the heavens, and it gives her the blessings that she needs to move on. It gives her the guidance. It gives her the security. It makes her feel very balanced when she transfers that negative energy into something positive. Yes, fulfillment of wishes. Absolutely. So as you go through this situation with this person, and they are going through it with you as well, you're going to use your intuition to guide you as to whether you're going to, you know, stick it out a little bit longer, or you're going to move in a different direction, or how you're going to fix your problems as well and allow them to fix their problems. Sometimes you can do it together, and sometimes it's a little bit more difficult. I'm going to see if we can get some tarot to help as to what's going on and why this is, or what we can do to fix it. That was a good shuffle. Here we go. All right, Libra. Palace of Wands. Your security in your ambitions, and you're looking forward to the future. You know, your Knight of Cups in reverse with the Palace of Wands. You know, with the Knight of Cups in reverse, and that's an uneasy, moody, jealous energy. And, you know, when you have the Palace of Wands, that usually indicates your stability in the aspect of what you're building on from here. You know, the Pentacles or the Cups represents the financial in the building of it, where the Wands is all about the energy of it and creating more, in manifesting and being very determined to do that, and it's a different energy. But then you have the jealousy. Wow, you have to have faith in yourself, faith in the situation, if that's the way you choose. I mean, you really have to get with Spirit on this. They're kind of telling you straight out that they need to be invited into this situation to help guide you. Wow, okay, now we have the Four of Wands. So there's a lot of intense movement going on right here. And this is about the celebration and the harmony and a happy home and warmth and love and a lot of passion. You know, I'm really getting that either one or both of you guys, if this is resonating in this area, that you both have to work on your past issues, because it's clouding your issues with each other now, and it's only compounding the situation. And so that's what the transformation in the Death card is reading to me. And you really need to think about it and do the meditation and get real with yourselves, and that other person needs to do the same. I mean, the work has to be done on both ends. If it's not being done and reciprocated on both ends, you know, then you make your decisions from there. But, you know, this is a general reading, so take it how it may apply to you. All relationships are different. But I really think that, and a lot of you really have a genuine love for this person, but things have just gotten out of control, and there's just things you just can't handle anymore. And that is the energy I'm getting, that things have to change. You know, that's what the Death card is all about, is things have to change. The Hangman in reverse, actually, guys. Indecisions, delays. This is where you have to look at things from a different perspective. You really need to get real with yourself. Apologies, new beginnings, new love can come in, new communication that's love, like light and bright and joyful. So if you look at things from a different perspective, things may not always be as bad as you think they are. You know, just because it happened in the past doesn't mean that it's happening now, or it's not at the same level. Now you have the Fool in reverse. And this is where there's risks that's being taken that aren't necessary. Feeling stuck, actually, because this is also the Free Spirit card in the upright. So be careful of taking risks that aren't worth it. Look at it from a different perspective, but be very grounded. Here we have another family card here. We have the Six of Pentacles. This is being very gracious, you know, having that bond with other people that's just so very easy, you know, taking care of your family, being generous, being loving, being a teacher, you know, just it's a very warm and loving card. Three of Wands is looking to your future, knowing how far you've come already and excited to see what's coming up next. Being very strong with the Strength card. This can also represent a Leo in your life. So there's some changes that are coming up, and they have to come. That's what the Death card is coming in. These love relationships you're having that may not be healthy have to be fixed. And the way that you're going to fix these unhealthy situations, you know, you're going to start with spirit, start with your faith, start with going within, fixing yourself as well, because we all have to tweak some of our past issues to, you know, grow and become better people and better understanding and more empathic to other people's situations. However, we don't want to put up with things that no longer serve us and that are working against us as well. So I want to put that out there. This is more of a reading that if you see that there's something to heal, please heal it and try your best. If this is a situation where you've already tried and it's not going to work, well then it is time for you to have a new beginning and look at it from a different perspective. Use your intuition though, guys, to make your choices, because you can have the fulfillment of the wishes. And I'm going to drop those cards. Because you have, when you sacrifice it and you let it go to spirit, they reward you in a way where they give you what you want, you know, what you've been working so hard for. But we have to get rid of that negative energy in order to accept the new beautiful energy. Ace of Wands in reverse. Feeling way down, sometimes lack of motivation. Well, that would make perfect sense if this has a lot of work to do to heal this relationship or make that change to separate. Oh, but we have the Page of Wands, very talkative, very communicative, very enthusiastic. This is where you get your free spirit back, guys. This is the energy that you need. You don't need this energy. They don't need this energy. They need this one here where you're going to go out and release it so that you can be very happy about the new blessings and opportunities and doors that open for you as you move through the month. You can, heal what's going on, and new things will happen, and new journeys for the two of you can be, bring it back together. Get back to where you were supposed to be. One more for you guys. Four of Pentacles in reverse. And this is self-protection. Sometimes it has to do with greed, but I think it has self-protection. I think some of you are staying within your strength by protecting yourselves and keeping yourself from explaining or opening up that communication. And that's where the Sacrifice card is telling you it's time, because you're doing the emotional withdrawal. But now you have a new beginning. You're going to clear your mind. You're going to clear through all the stuff. It's like the sword just cuts through all the nonsense, and the path is just there. And it's not as hard as you think. It just opens up one day and you're just like, oh my God, this is the new me. You finally let it go. It's like an amazing feeling of all that weight being lifted. But there's a lot of sacrifice and releasing that we have to do in order to do that. Alright guys, so this card is going to be for the Oracle from Wisdom of the House of Night. Ooh, choices. Yes. Making that choice to step forward. Making that choice to have a brand new life. You know, if you notice his wings and the angel here, one is white and one is dark, and that's because, you know, that's our balance, that's our yin and yang. Which way are we going to go? He's facing towards the light of source and choosing that particular avenue. And wow, now we have the moon. Cycles, new beginnings, things become illuminated, mysteries are being solved, mysteries are being unsolved every moment. New things are popping up. You're expanding, you're learning, you are, you know, elevating in a lot of different areas. And that's what this relationship needs to do too. It needs to change. We need lots of change. And all change for the better. You know, it has to be for the greater good of everyone involved. And if it's not, you know, make different choices, which is what is represented with the choice card, because the moon can be illusion as well. So if something is being hidden from you and you find out about it, or you think something isn't right, look into it, protect yourselves at all times. And if it's not right for you, then it's time for you to sacrifice that and find your wishes in a different manner. Yes, detoxification, getting rid of that negative energy. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for cleaning up my body, mind, and life so that I may happily and healthfully live free of chemicals. Absolutely. You know, in the physical as well, clean, you know, and detox. Get rid of all the things that aren't good for us, you know, the sugars and the salts and all that, absolutely. But also do that with your spirit and clean out the things that are negative, that are holding you back, so that you don't feel that negative, low vibration. Raise your vibration higher where you're happy, you feel the joy. You know, sometimes it takes a while to get there, but once you do, you know how to tap into it a lot easier. And that is going to bring better things into your life. Help those wishes come in faster, Libra. So keep that in mind as you go through the month. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I would love to know how things are going for you, so leave me a comment. Please like and subscribe. I would love to have you back. Thank you.